Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I'm going to come on, I'm going to do a Celtic cross. I'm not, I kind of have an idea. I didn't know if I was going to talk about an experience I had yesterday. It's like I got my hands slapped from divine for my negative thinking. So I acknowledged what happened yesterday. I wasn't sure if I was going to speak about it. I think we are, because when I picked up my Rider-Waite Tarot, the magician literally kind of snapped in half. And I was like, okay. So here's the story of yesterday. Let's get the magician with the Hierophant. Look, you can even see it's bent. Well, it's very... And it's like I got a slapped wrist. Compared to this one, it's a kind of... Anyway. Oh, okay. With the Hierophant, and then this is the kind of energy. So I was doing my ironing, okay? So I just finished the ironing. I put the ironing board away. I had the iron. I tend to bring the iron in the kitchen to cool down before I put it away. So I was listening to a reader, okay? And she said, let's see what your divine masculine thinks. And in my mind, I giggled and said, stay the fuck away from me. And as I was walking through the doors, I was carrying the iron and my hand was near the plug. And as I kind of pulled the doors with the same hand, I got electrocuted. But as soon as I said, stay the fuck away from me, is what I kind of laughed about my divine masculine saying. It was kind of like this energy dropped and it was like, oh, don't say that. And then I got electrocuted, and I was like, okay, I won't. I was only joking. It's just the perception, I believe, of the divine feminines that this is an intense love, and it's a lot for someone to take on that says they don't want it energetically. I don't think it's the case. But that's what came out. It was a giggly. It was like, and what does your divine masculine want to say? And it's like, stay the fuck away from me. I got my hands slapped. And then everything that I've heard this morning, it's 10:01. I like that. New beginnings, completions, new beginnings. The 10 being the completion and the 01, it's like, let's start afresh. And all I've heard this morning is like, slap, smack, like the universe is telling us off. So I don't know if you've experienced you getting a slapped wrist for any negative comments. Oh, okay. Let's do a Celtic cross. We've got the Hermit. I feel the masculines do feel very ashamed. The Block, actually being able to accept this love. I don't feel they are actually saying, you know, stay the fuck away from me. I believe, oh look, an unconditional love. I believe that's maybe just kind of the feminine's mindset is, you know, to... I suppose how you can say it is, when all the shit's cleared, where does your heart still lie? You kind of know the relationships, the friendships that you did value. And it's just a defence mechanism. But we have the situation here, the masculine's actually holding their head down. I don't believe that they like the divine feminine speaking that way. I definitely got a smack. I knew as soon as I'd said it, even if it was just joking, it was like, don't say that. The Two of Cups is the Block. And then we have unconditional love. It's a very overwhelming love. It's like a love that won't disappear. Unconditional love. Let's have a look at what's gone on in the past, because they are the... this is about the divine masculine and the divine feminine allowing divine to deliver this love. This is about allowing each other, allowing yourself. each of you to accept this love. Hi Lily. Let's have a look at what's gone on in the past. You could look like maybe he is going to slap his hand here. Slap her hand, sorry. Let's look at the past energy. The Divine Feminine's the world. It's like it's a privilege and an honour to have her love the Divine Masculine. Oh, his face here, look. Look at that lion kind of like frowning a bit upon him. This feels like it's time to make amends. Let's look at the current energy. Resting before returning, contemplating, meditation, looking for answers. I feel here seeking for forgiveness. It's like a big cup of mature apology coming in here. The emotions have bloomed. I feel that's about returning to an emotional state. Vulnerability. It could be the Divine Feminine returning to the vulnerable state now. Let's look at the future energy. There's conflict. Inner turmoil here. The masculine energy here, I feel he's just fighting with himself. What's going on behind the scenes? Snap out of it. I feel here it's time to bring this unconditional love down onto this earth regardless. The Magician. If you have a look here, I'm going to pull the cards while we look, but the Magician's wand is his wand straight here. It's directly pointing to the Two of Cups. It's pointing down to the 1 cup here. And then we have the Ace of Cups. I'm going to, that one stays there. We're on how we view ourselves in this situation. And this is really where the Magician's going to be pointing to. The Devil. We need to deal with this codependency. Okay, let's come back. Okay, I feel here as if, because they're both naked now, the intensity of the connection. You're fighting a losing battle against this love. It's definitely a surrender here. It's like you can't fight it. It's unconditional love. I felt like this was a connection that you're... It's like a connection, I don't know, I want to say kind of from the heart, but I don't know how to produce the words. How others are viewing the situation, planning. Does feel like the masculine's energy here. We're going to have to delve a bit deeper. They're saying don't delve too deep. Hopes or fears. It's the frustration because it's been a long time coming. And I feel like now the Divine Feminine is kind of coming up with stories as to what's going on with the Divine Masculine. And you're getting your hands smacked for the stories that you're telling yourself. This is the outcome. The abundance, the prosperity, the legacy, the offering, the promised land. The masculine has it here. It's definitely about working on patience. Okay. I'm going to clarify with the Druid Craft Tarot. Apparently not. I'm going to clarify with You've Got This and the Lover's Oracle. Okay. Oh, good choice. They're okay. Every day I learn, I improve. So there is the personal growth here. Love is like a storm. It is fresh and cleansing. It is natural and essential. It is powerful and fulfilling. And nothing can get in its way. Well, I told you the universe snapped at me. Like quite literally the magician with the card. Nothing can get in its way. Okay. Let's have a look at this Hermit first. This is about coming out. I want to, every day I learn, I improve. So the Hermit he's gone within to study. But he's still not out of the dark night. But he is carrying a lantern for the Divine Feminine. She is leading the way. Let's see what the You Got This cards want to say. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. Every day I learn, I improve. So the Divine Masculine here. He's growing, he's improving. He's improving. Whatever you are, be a good one. He really is trying here. He knows he needs to try. Not sure what that noise was over there. Oh, it may have been the heart tapping against the window. I've got the window open. Let's look what the Lover's Oracle wants to say. So this is about past behaviour. Whatever you are, be a good one. So the Divine Masculine's past behaviour. Maybe his behaviour wasn't great. And the time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. So it's been a long time coming, but it looks like there's been serious growth here and maturity. Just the feminine's not aware of it. Once you see into someone's soul, you're connected forever. That's kind of what I was saying about from the heart, being this connection from the heart. It's unbreakable. So the Divine Masculine cannot escape this connection. Okay. So the challenge is accepting, giving and receiving of this unconditional love. The universe is offering it to both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. It does look like it's the masculine here who maybe has the regrets. You've got this for the Two of Cups. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. So it's like, don't lose hope now. You can't measure a dream. I just believe the possibility, especially for this unconditional love, I said that it was quite overwhelming. So this is like the real deal. It's limitless. And that's quite a fear here of the actual intensity of the connection. Let's look at the World card with the feminine here. What's happened in the past is, well, she's kind of facing away from all of the other cards. So looks like she's twiddling her thumbs. Feel like she's got both the Magician's wands. Okay, so this kind of tells me that the Divine Feminine has the power. So no negative thoughts. You've got to keep your space clear of any mental chatter. Adventure is waiting for you. This is what this is the past energy. It's what the Divine Feminine's been waiting for. Just maybe some change. A new adventure. So I feel here maybe the feminines, I said twiddling their thumbs. It says that everyone you meet has something to teach you. Now I feel the feminines might not be aware, but she has been guiding the Divine Masculine. But also there's lessons that she needs to learn still along the way. So it's like there's still things that she needs to improve on, or needed to improve on. Just wondering how I got electrocuted. It wasn't even plugged in. Okay. I've got to keep an eye on the time, guys. I've got a coaching call. Let's look at this Four of Swords. Resting, healing, seeking maybe forgiveness, planning on how to come back. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. So this connection has been very challenging for the Divine Masculine. It's made him go into solitude. He's put his sword down. It's maybe given up the fight. It's like he's becoming the golden boy. Okay. I didn't get a Lover's Oracle for the last two. Maybe I don't need to. Tomorrow you will be unstoppable. That's Christmas Eve. So hopefully you would hear from your Divine Masculine tomorrow. But if not, I feel that you're going to have a deeper understanding. You're going to feel hopefully more settled. I hope that for anyone that will be spending the Christmas period alone. You are not alone. It's like, don't allow that mental chatter in. Tomorrow you will be unstoppable. Let's look at this conflict here. I feel the masculines really are. They're needing to tidy this up. I want to say they're in two heads about what to do. So I feel very much feeling the masculine and feminine energy here. Don't let the fear of what could happen stop anything from happening. You can't measure this dream, so the Divine Masculine doesn't really know what's in store for him. The Divine Feminine doesn't really know either. It's just really her... what she's imagining and how she's dreaming about it. But actually having this in the physical, this connection in the physical. Don't let the fear of what could happen stop anything from happening. The meaning of that card, the Five of Wands, I've read it somewhere, so it might not be the Rider-Waite meaning, but that it's about banter, petty, no, what's the word? You know when you have kind of friendly competition, friendly banter. So for me to kind of say, you know, stay the fuck away from me, as in a banter way, this is when it gets a bit out of control. So this is a fight that started off quite playful and it's escalated. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get out. It's like it's gone too far. It wasn't the intention of the fight. But this is what fear's kind of done. It's gone a bit too far now. So maybe the comments we make, even though we're jesting and joking, are we really? It's like pull yourself up on even those kind of thoughts that even come into my mind and I giggle about. Let's have a look at the Magician and see what the Magician wants to say. Because I don't think the Magician's too happy. It's like saying that you're not worthy of this love and for somebody to want to love you or even improve for you. You're kind of saying that, well, there's not much hope in that statement, is there? Every day is another chance. And this one. Those who dare to fail can achieve greatly. That's interesting. I felt like that maybe those comments have had like a knock-on effect and the masculines picked up this energy. Because those who dare to fail, okay, so it's like I failed with my positive mental attitude at all times. It happens, all right, I'm human. I'm a human just trying to be like a human being, okay? All the time I'm in this body, I'm always going to be human and growing. But those who dare to fail can achieve greatly. And every day is another chance. So you never know what the effect of certain things are. So I want to say, don't beat yourself up about it. But if you feel really unhappy about that, I don't want to kind of have comments like that coming out. Even though I don't know where it came from. It was just an automatic. Oh. And I knew as soon as I said it. And then I felt like kind of, it was like, oh, don't say that. It's like, okay, I won't say that again then. And that's how I am. I'm kind of walking around going, okay, I won't say that again. And then I got electrocuted. It was like, okay, seriously, I won't say it. The connection. Oh. You are unique. Who electrocutes himself without the item actually being plugged in. Oh, too funny. It is. It's a very unique connection. Once you see into someone's soul, you're connected forever. Then we've got this Two of Wands, this planning. It's the masculine here. I feel that maybe he had just got himself secure and then the feminine's energy decides to, unless it's this masculine energy that's coming through, but as in like the feminine, I felt like he was in two minds, two heads about it. So I feel like the energy keeps swapping between feminine and masculine, and these could be like the masculine's, I don't know, thoughts. As in like he told the feminine, you know, just, I don't want anything to do with you. So it could be him going through things in his mind that are kind of coming out. Okay. And like, I don't know, we're telling ourselves off, which is actually us telling them off, if that makes sense. Anything's possible. Let's have a look at this though. And I feel here with the roses, it's about the thorns. It's like, who's brave enough, isn't it, to take on or get to the rose, because you'll be torn and you'll be torn. And those thorns will hurt you. Only look back to see how far you've come. Wow. Half of the divine masculine's energy, I don't know how to put it, is kind of ready. And then it feels like the other half has a little bit of a, I don't know, I wanted to say like a hissy fit. You're allowed to be a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously. Seriously, this toing and throwing here. Toing and throwing. It wasn't even toing and throwing, it was toing and throwing. What are we throwing at each other? I believe it's part of the connection. We might have to, there's got to be a reason why it happened and why I've kind of saying it. I don't really feel much attachment to it. It's like, okay, I've had my wrist slapped, I won't do it again. But things like that don't often happen to me. Okay. It was like I was speaking somebody else's words, but as soon as they came out, it was like they didn't think that they were them words. It was like my perception on the words. I don't know. Knight of Pentacles anyway. It's been a long time in planning, in coming. Seeing as the Divine Masculine's been in Hermitage and the Four of Swords, meditation, rejuvenation. There's so much about learning, becoming stronger. Let's see what the Knight of Pentacles wants to say. Diamonds are coal who handled pressure well. Looks like he's come out of the mines. Well, maybe his horse, look. He does look like he's come out of the mines. And what's he holding here? Well, the next card is the Pentacles. Well, the one Pentacle, the Ace of Pentacle. He's found his diamond. He is a diamond. Oh, shine bright like a diamond. Okay. Let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. He's been in the dark night hunting. And he's found what he's looking for. I said in the Four of Swords, it was like he was preparing to be the golden boy, so he's just smartening himself up. The well-behaved rarely make history. But with the Devil card here, both being unique, I feel like the pair of them are going to take on the world now. They're the chosen ones, the rebellion. They're here to shake things up. Wow. What's the bottom of the decks? The Moon. There's hidden secrets that need to be discussed. You are entirely up to you. This is about, I want to say, I felt like somebody's personality completely changed. That was the old them. You are entirely up to you, and I believe that this masculine here has transformed into a completely different person. Okay. I'm going to have a look at the bottom of the Lovers Oracle. It says, love is unexpected. You don't know when it will come. Just want to have a look at the picture. let's leave it there then. Love is unexpected. You don't know when it will come. You've got the Divine Feminine here. Adventure is waiting for you, and it's like you're waiting. It's like, okay, have the humour, but don't believe it. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, I feel like I want to use the Greek mythology cards. Let's have some fun with some pronunciations. Maybe we do all need to watch our humour and what we actually say within it, just as a general rule. We've been picking up where we'd stay. Oh, we're Monday today. Okay. So I was picking up last week, definitely about how powerful our thoughts and our words are. Okay. Hera, relating. I don't think I've ever had this card. Hera was the wife of Zeus and the queen of the heavens. In this card, she represents the various stages of relationship, so it means that you will likely be absorbed with romantic relating now. It could mean you want to meet someone or plan to get engaged or married, but equally, it could mean that your relationship is due for a testing time. Zeus and Hera could be very loving, but they could also have huge fights. Essentially, you may be moving from one state of relating into another. Okay, so I felt this two minds, two heads. Zeus apparently was the one that split up, okay, these soulmates, because of the power that they had together. Essentially, you may be moving from one state of relating into another. So if you are single, you may become part of a couple. Or if you have just met someone, maybe you're about to become more formally bonded. Congratulations. However, if your relationship has become jaded, you could be due for some serious thinking and a possible ending. If you want to avoid this, either spend some time together to work on the loving aspects of your partnership, or spend some time apart to realise what you love and would miss. And that's what this separation's done. The Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, after all the challenging times, it's kind of like what remains is who they actually really do love and miss in their life. Juno and Jupiter. That's the picture here. 1770. Gavin Hamilton. Okay. I want to get a chakra card today, and I do want to get a colour card as well. Let's get a chakra wisdom card. Oh, Ruby's calling out. He would do, wouldn't he? Okay. Impartiality. I'm sure I probably haven't said that right, but I'm not going to worry about that. Impartiality comes in a lot with relating. Bahana Beige. I quietly listen, allowing you to colour your own palette. Bahana is the wise dictator from the town of Beige. She is known for settling disputes fairly. One day, two neighbours are arguing about what colour to paint their fence. Bahana gives each of them a can of paint and instructs them to paint their side of the fence, the colour that the other neighbour wants. She knows that when they can colour their world in the love of their neighbour's eyes, they will understand and accept one another. So I do believe both are picking up on this energy. There's a lot of toing and throwing of things back and forth. Okay, just be aware. Inspiration, take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. Personal inquiry, if I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? Key ideas, neutral position, allowing things to unfold. Standing in another's shoes, uplifted communication. Keywords guide, open-minded and fairness. Here's a meditation. As a mist forms, take a few deep breaths. Bahana Beige beckons you into the mist. When you are ready, allow her energy and knowledge in. If something happens, then allow it to happen. But you are to follow, not lead. Nothingness is the goal. Open your eyes when you are ready and thank Bahana for reminding you to be with yourself. Oh, rejection. What's the next one? What's the next page I saw? A colour card. The secret language of colour. I'm not going to read any more of them. Excuse me. Okay, we'll take that one. It's this magician here, so snappy. He's still kind of bent, pointing to those who dare to fail can achieve greatly. Okay. Azure, protect yourself. Okay, so this is really, I don't know how many times I'm going to say okay, okay? Right. But the blue here with the masculine, it's a bit darker, okay? It's a darker blue here. But I was first drawn to the divine feminine here, about protect yourself, keep your thoughts clear. 36. Azure purifies your aura and strengthens your connection to the divine, leading you to discover your truth and empowering you to make important life choices. Immerse yourself with azure rays to protect yourself from negative, dense energies and to find your centre. Protection. Breathe in azure rays of light to feel safe and secure, imagining an azure bubble of light that surrounds and protects you. Say, I ask divine healing light to surround me with love, peace and healing. Please bar any dense energy from entering my space and affecting me. Thank you. Do this for yourself and your loved ones whenever you would like some added protection. Don't want to be electrocuted. Hurts as well. Anyway. Blue is after. Yeah, that's blue. Okay. Let's get a heal yourself card. Last time we done this, we had love on the bottom. I believe we only read that and then we didn't pull any more. I'm going to shuffle. Okay. I saw this card because it was quite pink, and in my mind I thought I saw quite a lot of pink in that card there, and they are normally quite dark cards. And it's come out. But we've got the phoenix rising here. We've got self-love. We know that it's the key. We have to love ourselves. Okay, so self-love. Before another. Okay, before another can love us. Take time out to get to know yourself and what works for you in this particular cycle of your life. I said there was just something new here that you're kind of picking up regarding the connection between the masculine and feminine, between not just within your own masculine and feminine within, but actually with your divine counterpart. Okay. Some of the biggest obstacles to self-love are self-criticism and perfectionism, which lead to harsh judgment of the self, closing down, and eventually illness. Have you been trying to compete with others, get approval from people in your family, or simply pushing yourself too hard? If so, you need to soften and start listening to your body. Focus on keeping your heart open and practice acknowledging and recognizing the good in yourself and others. This card beckons you to breathe love in and out every moment of the day. Ask yourself, what changes do I need to make to my daily routine so that love can pulsate through every breath, action, and relationship I engage in? Choose to open your heart through softness, deep breathing, relaxation, movements, finding beauty in nature, in your home, in your pain, in your love, in your sadness, in prayer, etc. Keep your heart open even though it makes you feel vulnerable and exposed. Action. This week is your opportunity to learn to receive. That's what it says. This week is your opportunity to learn to receive. Anytime anyone says something nice to you or offers to help you, take a deep breath, thank them, and accept. This could be a message, a healing treatment, or a movie with a friend. Every time you look in the mirror, repeat, I am lovable. Do this every day until you really believe it. I missed out a sentence. Okay. Doesn't often say like this week. So it's Christmas week. So this week is your opportunity to learn to receive. Anytime anyone says something nice to you or offers to help you, take a deep breath, thank them, and accept. And I do believe like spiritually as well. Okay. You need to find something loving or nurturing to do for yourself. This could be a massage, a healing treatment, or a movie with a friend. Every time you look in the mirror, repeat, I am lovable. And do this every day until you really believe it. Let's have a look at this Phoenix rising, 32. I don't know why we're going that way. Okay. I've gone to 33. I was thinking 32 is like one before the Christ consciousness, okay? 33 is sexual art. Anyway, we're not on 33. We've got to complete 32 first. Everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. It's been in the coal mines here. Emerging a diamond. Okay. This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. It's got the chimney sweeps in. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not recognise yourself. Felt there being a complete personality shift here, change. Not so fine-tuned, it's been polished up. It's not like a completely different person, but it is, but it's not. It's kind of like getting back to the core. Okay. So you may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not recognise yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate. Oh, the winter freeze. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Best two to have. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. It's the naughty ones, it's the rebels that make history and are rewarded for it abundantly. Here's the action for this card. Where's it gone? Oh, it's on the bottom, isn't it? Write down what you are afraid to let go of. Number your fears, from the worst thing that could happen to the smaller fears. Then write down what could be a possible gift of facing that fear. And we have here, don't let the fear of what could happen stop anything from happening. We've got this conflict here. You may feel that you are... We've already spoke about walking through the fires. Okay, he's dusted himself off. Place your hands on the part of your body where you feel the most fear. Say to yourself or out loud, I am willing to let this fear go. Imagine being able to take this sensation of fear out of your body and into the palms of your hands. Envisage that the fear becomes a bird. Surrender the bird to the higher source and visualize it flying away. Repeat the word surrender several times. We haven't seen the surrender card. I said last week, wasn't really wanting to see the surrender card this week. Maybe we won't be seeing it so much. Okay. Surrender, surrender, surrender. And sending out birds with the fears in them. Okay. So I feel that the masculines and the feminines both feel each other's fears. Very interesting reading. Okay. You've got to love yourself first. Let's get a Divine Feminine card then. I'm just going to read the part where it says, when your soul selects her card. Okay. Feels like there's two there, there's not. Queen of the Outsiders, Sarah LaCalle. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. This came out yesterday, I believe. Well, it did definitely, I think it was yesterday. It came out when I was doing the piles. And it was in the Divine Feminines pack here. Queen of the Outsiders. Okay. Let's see whereabouts you are. Sarah LaCalle. 210. No matter who you are or where you are, Saint Sarah's love is the kind that reaches you. There's nothing you need to perfect or prove. There's nothing you need to wait to become. There's only the deep, abiding truth that love is not outside of you. You are never an outsider to love. You are love. Saint Sarah is the ultimate love card. Brilliant. Look at me, brilliant. With the Ace of Cups, come on. Okay. Saint Sarah is the ultimate love card. The one that whispers what you've always known. That love is our true, pure... okay. Let's get these words out. Let's talk about love. Come on. Saint Sarah is the ultimate love card. The one that whispers what you have always known. That love is our true purpose and our only true home. Love is where we will all arrive, no matter how persecuted, how lonely, how outcast we might feel, no matter how long it has been since we felt loved. Saint Sarah is the healing that comes when we embody love again. She is here to welcome us back to the singular destination we actually never left. Home is only ever as far as we allow ourselves to be separate from the space of our own heart. So the soul voice meditation, enter the heart, ask to experience love, true love, and let it fill you head to soul. Intention, I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. That's beautiful. Listen to that little whisper that's telling you what you've always known. Okay. Let's get this wrapped up. Let's get this wrapped up. We're going to end on a Rumi. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, Rumi, let's pull this together. Let love transform. 14, it's temperance. The blending. Within first. Self-love. Okay. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. Rumi. I picked up on the birds. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. Okay. The dry receives the water of life. Temperance. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hallowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set, the colours become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realise it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. The Great Beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius to be breathtaking. We are able to remain always in the heart. Were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless, in a fit of appreciation and awe so great, truly, there would not be even a sliver of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue for divine fulfillment has been found. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearning shall manifest itself, but you must comply according to the law of love. What does that mean exactly? Do not attach to the form that your resolution and success. Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love, creative genius thus? No, instead, trust that it will be magnificent, perfection, literally the work of great genius. Detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time, when the ripeness is just right, so utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, and not a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare. Perhaps that might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or doubt. Too funny, this part. I spoke about her twiddling her thumbs. Well, I'm so happy to see that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry. Or maybe that worry kind of sneaks back in a bit. Okay. If you are just going to surrender and trust, then what exactly will you do with yourself? Let's read this part again. Well, I'm so happy to see that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry. If you are just going to surrender and trust, then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life, but perhaps you might want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. And so many of the divine feminines I've been speaking to are dancing, tapping into music, finding their joy there. Okay. The sacred honouring ritual. Let's do this and I'm going to go. Okay, yeah. Open your arms to the heavens and imagine sacred bounty pouring down more than you can hold. Goodness, you can't measure a dream. Sacred bounty pouring down more than you can hold. This is love's gift of plenty to you. Imagine whatever it is you want: love, abundance, peace, passion, healing, purpose. Let it all descend into your body and soul, just like that. When you are ready, place your hands on your hearts and say, I am love's own. I am seated with my brother Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, upon the love seat in the sacred garden of the divine creator. I am blessed to fulfill my destiny, to become divinity awakened and embodied, to receive all of life with the wings of angels at my back, so I may rise with my sacred animal feet to dance with sacred delight upon this earth. Put your hands in prayer, bow your head for a moment. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. Little reminder there. Above all else, I trust love. Guys, have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.